Let me take you to the year 2007 and to the 92nd Street Y, the world-renowned Jewish community and cultural center in New York City. Imagine a Friday morning and hundreds of people pouring through the doors on their way to art classes, lectures, the gym, dance studios, seniors, children, people of all ages and backgrounds. Imagine a lobby filled with people, each person intent on his or her program, waiting for the elevator doors to open. And me, the dreamer, saying, I want to sing in this place. Let's start a community that welcomes Shabbat right here in the lobby. What stood in the way of that dream was the fear of becoming a fire hazard. A colleague of mine warned me with love, Karina, the security guards will hate you. But there was this Friday morning when 3 grown-ups and their children met with me in the lobby and welcomed Shabbat. And then more people started joining this thing we called Shababa. And on the 3rd week, we knew the transformation was happening when we saw one of the security guards waiting for us with a tambourine in his hand. He was ready to sing with us, so ready to participate with us. So something new was taking place in the lobby, a place for human encounter and joy. And thank God, we became a fire hazard, and now we barely fit in a room that holds 100 people. So what is it that allows a voice to shift from, it cannot be done, we have never done it this way, Karina, the security guards will hate you, to, let's try it. At the core is the courage to move oneself from the mentality of a playpen to a playground. Let me explain. In a playpen, all is safe. Everything is predictable. A playpen is enclosed, programmed, but a playground is open to spontaneity. In a playground, anything can happen, even the formation of a holy community in preparation for Shabbat. When I think of a holy playground, I turn to Jewish philosopher Martin Buber, who says, play is the exaltation of the possible. In my words, play is the celebration of everything. As community leaders, we need to know how to build those spaces where creativity is required, collaboration is needed, imagination is welcome, emotions exist, and relationships are nurtured by all of the above. But what does it mean that collaboration exists and emotions are welcome? Let me give you an example. At Shababa Fridays at the 92nd Street Y, we do the Shema moment. It is an intimate moment of calm where we invite the grown-ups and their kids to sit on the floor and gather close. We dim the lights and we chant the Shema with motions. When we get to the point of the Echad, the one, it had been our practice to put one finger up in the air. One day, I'm there with my Echad, when I see a 2-year-old child walking towards me with his Echad and putting it up to mine. As you may know, children copy other children, so suddenly everybody was walking towards me with their Echad. At that moment, the prayer became real. It connected us all, and a new tradition was born. This would have never happened without active participation and imagination, because I was not rushing to the next thing, because we were not doing the prayer, but being in the prayer. this moment of holy play happened. Freedom exists in the playground. Haven't we, in our organizations, out of good intentions but sometimes driven by fear of losing control, have created playpens when there was a chance of creating playgrounds? And by doing so, haven't we shut down an opportunity for innovation? How can we become the leaders of communities that meet in meaningful, multi-generational Jewish playgrounds? As the director of the Shababa Network, my network colleagues, leaders from JCCs, day schools, and synagogues from across the United States, Canada, and Israel have identified 4 building blocks that are part of the Shababa approach, the holy playground approach. Welcome the unexpected. Build experiences. Spend time preparing, put all the materials and program pieces together, but also prepare yourself not to do what you have planned. And welcome the unexpected. Welcome what people are going to contribute to the experience. This is the playground that we discussed, the exaltation of the possible that Martin Buber was talking about. Be present. What happened in the Shema moment in our community came from being fully present to what people were experiencing at that moment. Only when we are fully present can we engage in a meaningful creative process that is usually messy and unpredictable. So maybe we need to start making a conscious decision of stopping and paying attention more often. To be mindful, like Moshe was in the desert, when he decided to stop, turn, and look at a bush that was burning, at a bush that was acting out in order to be seen. The people in our lives are like burning bushes along our way. We can decide to just pass by them, or we can decide to stop, turn, and embrace them. A few years ago, a Shababa family had their 3-year-old daughter go through a cancer treatment. The social worker at the hospital was helping their little child to name the illness. Emma called her cancer Yakis, and the treatment a bye-bye Yakis. This phrase became an inspiration for our community's version of the Mishaberach, the healing prayer, that leaves a tear in the grown-up's eyes, but also helps the children understand and feel what they're asking for. Thank God Emma is doing well. By stopping and embracing families at a particular time that they are in, we initiate a partnership of co-creating our playgrounds. Leaders, let's work together in the vision to design spaces where we can stop and embrace so that relationships can live and grow. Kavanah, holy intention. I believe that those of us who are in charge of Jewish programming must bring kavanah to the forefront. Wonder can lie dormant in a playpen, but in a playground, wow. As Simon Sinek says, always start with why you do what you do. For example, one of the challenges that I found that clergy has is to engage multiple generations in Jewish rituals that are meaningful for all generations at the same time. Let me introduce you to Cantor Alicia Stillman and to Bobby Bracha. Bobby and Alicia are part of the Shababa Network, They partnered together in the conversion process for families with young children. Cantor Alicia knows that the conversion process starts in people's hearts. So she invites Bobby Bracha, a hip grandmother with big glasses that help her see blessings everywhere, to be part of this transformation. I believe that puppets embody kavanah. They don't preach, thank God. They just are. Bobby Bracha allows the children to see this profound, transitional, and potentially scary moment for what it truly is, an enchanting first encounter with their own Judaism. And the children open their hearts to the magic of the puppets and fall in love with Judaism. But also Bobby helps Alicia to share the experience of blessings without talking about blessings. The last building block, emunah, trust, faith. Why is trust such an essential part of building a holy playground? Organizations, trust your leaders. And leaders, trust your communities. When institutions listen to people's ideas, and those ideas are aligned with the organization's values and beliefs, exploration emerges. This is a lech lecha type of trust moment. When God says to Avram, go forth, leave the house of your parents, leave everything you know, and go to a land that will be shown to you as you begin to walk. Avram didn't receive a map or a GPS. What he received was a message that said that he needed to operate from a place of trust and go. And not from a place of fear, but go for the sake of making his path clear. And he went into the playground of faith. And so with us. Have we enclosed our communities so that they resemble playpens with everything programmed? Or do we have the courage, and I truly mean the courage, to let kavanah, holy intention, lead the way? Do we have the patience to wait for what could unfold? And do we have the emunah, the trust, the faith to venture beyond walls? If we do, we will be amazed how quickly a holy community forms. And yes, the security guard is there. But let me share a secret with you. In the playpen, his job is to maintain order. But he's been waiting and waiting for an opportunity to play his tambourine. Thank you so much.